It's time for GMA3. It's election day with Americans across the country heading to the polls. The key races to watch, including the mayor's race in New York, gaining national attention, and the governor's race in New Jersey, with President Trump weighing in on both overnight. More than friends. Jennifer Aniston is going Instagram official, announcing her new relationship to the world, the hints she's been dropping, and what we know about him. And we're flipping out for Chad Michael Murray. He's here talking Freakier Friday, coming into your home, hitting us with a deleted scene, and if there could be a Freakiest Friday. It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
The more Freaky Friday, the better, and it's Freaky Tuesday. Hi, everyone. I'm Maria and Allie.
I like that, Freaky Tuesday. I'm Ginger Z. This is Gio Benitez. We are so glad you're joining us here.
Oh, it is good to see you all. And Lori Bergamato is also here with ABC Secret Savings with lots of great gifts for the adventurous person on your list and discounts that you just can't beat.
Yes, we are also taking you inside the main attraction at the new museum that is dedicated to ancient Egypt. King Tut's complete tomb, featuring thousands of items that have never been displayed together before.
I have always wanted to see that, so I'm very excited to see it right here on GMA3. But first, the latest on Election Day. Voters going to the polls around the country, but there are some key races in New Jersey, Virginia, and here in New York. And Aaron Katursky is at a polling place in Queens. Aaron, good afternoon to you. You must be seeing a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good turnout so far, Gio. The polls have been open since 6 o'clock in the morning. Mayoral candidate Zoran Mamdani voted in this very spot a short while ago, saying it is now time for a new day in our politics. His breakout campaign for mayor of New York, once seen as a long shot, may now be snowballing its way toward history. If he's elected, he would be the city's first Muslim mayor, also the first to describe himself as a democratic socialist. His main rival, Andrew Cuomo, is arguing that socialism has no place in the heart of American capitalism. President Trump weighing in on the race as well, saying that Cuomo should win because a vote for the Republican candidate, Curtis Sliwa, is just a vote for Mamdani. And Trump is also threatening to withhold federal funds from the city if Mamdani wins. These elections today are a year from the midterms, so they're an early test of what the country thinks about President Trump and his agenda, and also a test, guys, for the Democratic Party itself and whether its future looks like Zoran Mamdani or more like moderate Democrats like the two women running for governor today in New Jersey and in Virginia. Guys?
A lot of implications today for the country's largest city. Thank you so much, Aaron. And now to the worsening air travel chaos as the government shutdown leads to a shortage of air traffic controllers and TSA agents. Gio, you've been tracking this for us. What's the latest?
It has been a mess day after day after day. You know, the mornings actually turn out to be a little bit quiet, so people get fooled by that. But right about now, as we get into the afternoon, that's when things start to get some troubles. We see some troubles. Take a look at those lines right now. This is the Houston airports there. The TSA lines, officials there are warning of a third day of long lines just to get past security. So that's not even getting on the plane, right? The nation's 60,000 TSA officers are also working without pay and calling in sick in droves. We're talking about waiting in line for up to 75 minutes at Bush. And then you have about half an hour over at Hobby. Again, that is just to get through that security line. This after 2 straight days of more than 3-hour waits. So a huge amount of waiting there. Unfortunately, there's no relief once you get to those gates. Thousands of flights were delayed yesterday as the 13,000 air traffic controllers in this country are also working without pay. They're calling in sick too, and ground stops all over the country. We've been seeing that because if you don't have controllers, you have to slow down that air traffic to keep the skies safe. And there's no end in sight right here, right? And that's part of the problem here. So we just don't know when it's going to end.
But those lines are TSA pre and like ID and all of it?
Exactly. That's all in the TSA area because it's all about having the TSA officers there staffed.
And it's hard to believe, but we have the holiday travel coming very soon.
Like just weeks away.
Yeah, so what should people be worried? What can they expect?
Frankly, yeah. That's, I mean, that really is.
3 hours instead of 2.
I have family that's texting me and they're saying, should I be concerned? I'm like, yeah, it's the luck of the draw. We don't know what's going to happen day to day to day. And that's the problem. They can't really prepare for this because it's pretty unprecedented at this point. At one point last weekend here, we saw 80% of ATC workers in New York City calling out sick.
Oh, wow.
And it only goes down from here.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Gio. Now to Monday Night Football. Rhiannon, you have all the action. Two teams fighting to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yes. Are you guys ready to talk some football?
Let's do it.
Both of these teams have really struggled all season with losing records, and they were ready to turn things around, but it was the Arizona Cardinals who snapped their 5-game losing streak in primetime. They upset the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football, but the biggest headline actually happened before kickoff with a controversial quarterback change. The Cardinals benching their $230 million franchise starter, Kyler Murray, instead going with Jacoby Brissett. He has now thrown 6 touchdowns and only 1 interception in his 3 starts. Dallas's loss now drops the team to 3-5-1, really making a potential path to the playoffs very challenging. The Cowboys' defensive struggles continued, and the offense managed to only score 1 touchdown. Javonte Williams' fumble with less than 5 minutes to go ended any hopes of a comeback last night. Dallas has to sit with this loss, though, for a couple of weeks because they hit the bye week next week, and the Cardinals will go on to face the Seahawks. And we have another really great matchup next Monday. The defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of our crew are fans of the Eagles.
Just a bit.
They're visiting the NFC North leading Green Bay Packers. Both teams have only 2 losses, so that is going to be a fantastic matchup, and it's only right here on ABC and ESPN.
I didn't know you were so good at sports.
Oh, she really does. Yeah,
so
she knows
good.
it.
Sports is my thing.
I am in awe. I'm with the glow of sports over here. Thank you, Rhiannon. Okay, coming up, inside the new museum dedicated to ancient Egypt with the first ever look at King Tut's antiquities on public display together. Stay with us.
We are back now with the wonders of ancient Egypt. This is something we're all really into. The world's largest archaeological museum is open with over 100,000 artifacts, and the main attraction is King Tut's complete tomb. It is displayed for the first time ever. Chief International Correspondent James Longman is at the Grand Egyptian Museum with this fantastic assignment. James, we are all jealous.
It is unbelievable to be here. Yeah, hi Rhiannon. This is the Grand Egyptian Museum. They call Egypt Dunya, which means mother of the world, but this really feels like the mother of all museums. I feel like I'm in an aircraft hangar, but I am surrounded by extraordinary history. I mean, take a look at these statues of all the gods and the pharaohs. These are some 4, 5, 6,000 years old, and at the heart of all this, a brand new exhibit opened today celebrating King Tutankhamun.
Ancient Egypt is unveiling a new wonder, the Grand Egyptian Museum, and its spectacular new exhibit. King Tutankhamun. Cairo's $1.2 billion modern temple to ancient history may have taken more than 20 years to build, but that's nothing compared to the more than 7,000 years of history it celebrates. And we are some of the first inside. 250,000 square feet of priceless treasures. It's been opening gradually, 100,000 artifacts unlocking the mysteries of ancient Egypt for new audiences. But the main attraction only now open. King Tutankhamun's complete collection. More than 5,000 antiquities on public display together for the first time ever. His funeral mask, a historic icon.
This is what millions of people will come to see, one of the most important and recognizable artifacts in all of human history.
King Tut's tomb was discovered 103 years ago to the day when a 12-year-old boy stumbled on the steps of a staircase hidden in the sand. Now, everything that was buried with him laid out in stunning simplicity.
The thing I'm most excited about are the sarcophagi. King Tutankhamun's coffins that he would have been buried in. They fit one inside the other. Solid gold. They're perfectly preserved.
These American visitors surprised to find they're among the first here.
Over 3,000 years, and we're seeing real history.
We've seen stuff from 3,500 to 4,000 BC. Amazing.
Yeah, it's extraordinary, isn't it? Can you get your head around that? It's quite difficult to kind of compute.
Yeah, it is difficult.
When in the States stuff's 300 or 400 years old, then that's ancient.
I've just come from the Louvre, where they had a big break-in. That must be in your mind.
Definitely. Security is on the top. And to tell you the truth, you've seen here a top-notch type of display. We have the highest security measures that you can think of.
And at the opening of the museum, the sky above the pyramids lit up in a spectacular drone show. all of Egypt's ancient history recreated in modern masterpiece.
Now, the museum is hoping for some 8 million visitors a year. I've already heard a lot of American accents. You can see how busy it is. This is going to be super, super popular, guys.
I know 3 people who would love to visit. And James, we understand the museum also features a 4,000-year-old solar boat.
Yeah, so there's a 4,500-year-old solar boat, perfectly preserved.
Wow.
Now, the ancients believed it was in this boat that they would be transported to the afterlife. It was actually on display near the pyramids. It was built by Pharaoh Khufu, who built the pyramids themselves. Now it's in this brand new wing of the museum. You can go up and take a look right into this boat. It's 130 foot long. I mean, incredible. I think we tend to think of the Vikings as the people who used to bury themselves in boats to be sent to the afterlife. The Egyptians were doing it first, guys, as with most things.
Wow, incredible, 4,000 years old. Visitors can also watch a second boat being restored in real time?
Yeah, so that solar boat has a twin, which is in currently 1,700 different pieces. So over the next 3 years, you can go to the museum and watch as restorers put it together in real time. It's kind of almost interactive. So we're celebrating everything that is incredible and historic about Egypt, but we're also seeing all the modern ways that they're bringing this place bang up to date and allowing people to get a real sense of this history. It's incredible.
That is really, it is something, James. Have fun at the museum. Thank you for that. And coming up, Lori Bergamotto is going to have some fun. She has ABC Secret Savings, bringing us great gifts for all the adventurers in your life that you love, and you're going to love the prices.
And we are back now with ABC Secret Savings GMA Lifestyle contributor. Our friend Lori Bergamotto is here with fun products that will add some adventure to your life and make some great gifts. Everything here is shoppable. Congrats again on the marathon.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yes, full 26.2, guys.
So let's start here because this is more my speed for 26.2 miles. An
This
e-bike.
will be anybody's speed. Great segue, Ginger, because this is the Clip Bike. So with this, you can turn any bike, any regular bike, so commuter, shared, doesn't matter, into an e-bike, you guys.
Oh,
so Brad, our stage
Hey,
manager,
Brad.
coming through right here. There are no tools, no complicated setup. Good job, Brad.
With
Look,
no
that's
effort.
First time on an e-bike too, which just goes to show how easy this is, you guys. And it has a 450 watt motor, really smooth, lightweight and sleek. You can get free shipping with this, 30% off.
Oh, wow.
It's so cool how it
It
just
just
like
clips right on and you have a little
amazing.
remote.
Any bicycle.
Any bicycle.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
user
Brad
friendly,
said it's
really
great.
fun.
This
He
looks-
gave it love that.
This
Okay.
one looks like
This
my
I think-
Saturday and Sunday
I was
always.
just
These look
about to
comfortable.
say,
Let's
yes,
see.
go ahead and get in there. Because I just ran the marathon, I'm not, sitting down is still tricky for me and getting back up. So I'm gonna let you guys do that part and give my quads a break.
Yep.
So this is fantastic because if you, like me, are spending your weekends, be careful here.
I know, I'm in heels on bleachers.
If you're
Wait, it's
spending
warm.
it's warm.
Yeah.
Some of them have heated seat bottoms. But if you're spending your weekends at cheer competitions or basketball games, anything that has a bleacher, you guys, these are great because they're from Alcor. They have anti-slip bases, built-in storage. So you have water, you can do snacks, you can put your phone in there.
Yeah.
Some of them are heated.
Well, did you
they have
see some of the
massages.
someone was sitting in the snow?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
that's a
they really
brilliant
are.
idea.
Yeah.
These are incredible from Alcor that you can save at least 25% on them and get free shipping.
And their backpack on the back, which I
Yes,
love.
they're really portable
Easy to
Ginger.
carry. Right.
Exactly.
All right, let's go golfing.
Okay, and we've been talking about gifting, right? This is such a fun gift. So, and I feel like you'll love this because the idea here is no plastic toys, and especially when you're trying to do something that's for a child's skill level. So if you want to actually teach your child how to play golf, this is made by a golf pro dad who wanted his kids to actually learn how to play golf. And so what this Shorty's Golf does, they're the golf clubs for kids, they start, your kid is young as 2 years old and on up. You measure them, you find their correct size. They come in 4 sizes, they fit little golfers up to 51 inches tall. You can save 25% plus free shipping, and they come in a lot of fun colors.
The next Tiger Woods.
Yeah, there you go.
I never would have thought a 2-year-old could play golf.
No,
Well,
but they do.
with Shorties they can.
So clear sound is the best gift.
Oh my God, yes, and comfortable sound, right? I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when you're running and you're like, oh, or even walking, they're popping out. Vibes, these are known for being super comfortable. And you guys, what I love about this is they have a smart battery display, so you can see lots of fun patterns, but what they do is as soon as you open them up, it tells you how much juice you have left.
Oh, I love that,
Which is
yeah.
so helpful. And for these are more than over 50% off today. This is a great gift because everybody will love that, right?
Lori, for your next marathon.
Yep. Right here. Yes, so seriously. Okay, and then if you want to stay powered up, these are
great.
So good. These are from Limitless. I love that they have the mini flashlight on them, and it's a total boost. It comes with interchangeable adapters. These, so basically you don't have to carry around all of those
USB-C
wires and stuff, right?
Yep.
So these are 60% off and just $30. I love having an extra one of these in my bag for if my kids, if they have a device or they can't find something, that's great.
Yep.
And we want to get to pickleball, core pickleball. Go ahead and get in there, you guys. This one is incredible because it gives you everything you need in one easy setup.
Am I on this side?
Save,
Is it 2 of 1?
save up to 70% on that whole kit. Starts at $70 and free shipping. It's so fun. You got to do it. Love this core pickleball, you guys.
That's right. Use that QR code. Shop all the things right there.
And be sure to check out our November Secret Savings Special with these and many more exclusive bargains. You can stream it now on Hulu. Coming up, Jennifer Aniston in Pop News.
Welcome back to GMA3.
And welcome back to GMA3. Thanks to star Janelle James, Ava on Abbott Elementary. She always dances to her own drummer, right? Janelle will be here on GMA tomorrow telling us all about this season. Looking forward to that.
I love that show.
So
That
good.
show's so good.
Also tomorrow, we will reveal who's going to sit next to Carrie Ann, Derek, and Bruno as guest judge on Dancing with the Stars. There have been so many great guests this season, so we can't wait to find out who it's going to be. I think I know, and I can't wait to share. And on Thursday, our 50 States in 50 Weeks will be live in Indiana, home of the Hoosiers, the state that many think of as the heart and soul of college basketball. We're going to check it out and so much more. Don't miss that. I went to Valparaiso University in Indiana, so I get it. I'm there. But now it is time for Pop News. And Will Gans, looking dapper today.
Thank you very much. It's because we're talking a lot about attractive men today, so I figured I would dress to the occasion, okay? We begin with the truth I've held in my heart since Bridgerton first dropped on Netflix, since my rewatch of Crashing, and certainly since one brainless beau began dancing through life on the big screen last winter. Jonathan Bailey is the sexiest man alive. And now it seems People agrees, the publication naming Johnny Bailey its sexiest man alive, with the Wicked and Jurassic World star opening up to People about his most irrational fear, which is snakes, his belief that every guy should have a gay friend, and that at every party, he can't wait to leave. Yeah. Relatable. Yes. The cast of Wicked, by the way, sharing this video celebrating Jonathan's big win, all of them wearing shirts with different hot photos of him on it. And some quick tea, I interviewed 2 of Johnny's co-stars from Bridgerton, and I asked, okay, he can sing, dance, act, he's physically flawless. What is he bad at?
Yes.
They said, quote, he's the kindest, funniest, most genuine human being. And now he's the sexiest man alive, too. No flaws. Absolutely
And you,
flawless.
that was your Halloween costume.
Exactly. I know. I was just, sometimes the universe whispers messages of sexiness to me, and I am but a vessel, you guys,
The perfect sexy vessel.
Conduit, really.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
Understood.
From one sexy man to another one, Jennifer Aniston going Instagram official with her new man, posting this photo for Jim Curtis's 50th birthday on Instagram with the caption, "Happy birthday, my love." Cherished. And fans are thrilled that Aniston and Curtis, who's a hypnotist and author, are more than just friends after speculating for months about their potential romance, thanks to an obscured photo she shared in September and another picture from back in May when she posted a shot of his book Shift. This is Jen's first public relationship since splitting with Justin Theroux back in 2018, and her friends and fans are loving the love. Reese Witherspoon, Amy Schumer, Marion Cotillard, Miranda Kerr, and Ali Wentworth, and Jim himself all showering Jen with love in the comments.
I think we all want her to have her happy ending.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Absolutely.
We've been rooting for this one for decades. So if she's happy, I'm happy. And finally, Hillary Duff, I need to issue a correction on one of your most iconic lines. Waiting for Chad Michael Murray is not like waiting for rain in this drought, useless and disappointing, because he is here right now, people. Please welcome the star of Freakier Friday, which is streaming exclusively starting November 12th on Disney+. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. You guys are so fresh in the morning, ready to go.
We got to do what we got to
when
do.
you're here, Chad.
Yes, exactly. What has fan reaction been like to Freakier Friday?
It's been incredible. I mean, we were everywhere, and I mean everywhere. And just getting to see everybody out there and then going and sneaking in a movie theater and seeing like the authentic reaction from the back row, I think that's where it's at.
That's where it's at. You also posted a deleted scene
Oh.
of you bringing back "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," which you did in the original movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was apparently.
There it is.
Were you supposed to? Was this supposed to make it into the movie?
So there's a whole story. Basically, everywhere I go, I'm always asked, especially when they were talking about the reboot, tell me you're gonna sing, tell me you're gonna sing. And a lot of people ask me to do this. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And it was like one of my most embarrassing moments starting out. Like, that'll take you, well, it'll teach you real quick. And anyway, I called everybody and was like, guys, we gotta do it. It's the #1 thing I'm asked all the time. Let's find a way to slip it in the story. Let's make it work. We couldn't find a way to authentically mold it into the world. So we shot it. We're like, let's get it in the can. We did it. We had a riot doing it. Actually, there's a version out there where I went and learned the choreography to Hit Me, Baby, One More Time.
When are you posting that?
Yeah, never.
Come on.
We did that whole version with the whole, it was great. Yeah. And anyway, they were like, look, we got to get this out to the world. So here, post it, get it out, let everybody see it, because I know that it was just for the fans.
But I love that you stayed authentic to the story and you didn't want to mess with that. Okay, so you told us last time you were here about your son's smooth moves, and now we're learning that there was a little bit of a pickup line with your wife that you wanted to share here.
Oh, I did? Oh. Catching me off guard here. So I remember I had recently become single, and I just couldn't stop thinking about her. I saw her, and I kept having these visions, these dreams, and she's just such a good human. And I remember she brought me an organic green smoothie, and she's like, I gotta save your life, man. Like, you're not eating right. So anyway, and it was the end of a shoot, and she was in a relationship, and I didn't want to be rude, but I was like, look, I don't want to step on toes, okay? So I just want to open, I'm not here to step on toes. I'm not here to break you up. Like, I don't want to start anything off on the wrong foot. But when you do break up, because it's going to happen. It's okay. It's going to happen. Look, I said, I'm not stepping on toes.
Right.
But when you become single, just give me first shot at the title. That's it.
Oh,
I'll wait for you.
that is so romantic. We love that. And speaking of, look at those pictures.
Yeah.
So romantic, and you are bringing some romance for the holiday season.
Yeah, come on. We got to do it. I got to work with Emmanuel Shrieky, and she's wonderful, one of the greatest human beings. Jerry Ciccaretti directed. I love Jerry. And we ran up to Ontario and shot this cute little film for Hulu, comedy, Christmas. Love it. It's so much fun, and it's out now.
Yes.
Just dropped.
What's it called?
It's called Joy to the World.
Joy to the World.
Could there be another sequel to Freakiest
Friday? Could we get a Freakiest Friday?
Ever?
Your mouth to God's ears, and I'm not going to say that it's not happening.
Oh.
I'll just say that. I'm going to put it out there and just say
I think that's a headline.
That's a headline.
And to whoever's in the writer's room, put the full Britney Spears dance sequence in the film this time.
Chad, with this part.
I had it with the.
But Chad, since you're a friend of GMA3, you've been on several times. Will you sing it for us, please?
Next time for Freaky Yes.
Okay.
So
for Freaky Yes.
For Freaky Yes. We're going to hold you to it.
My daughter's here, and she'll just walk out of the room, right face red. When she saw me do it in the first movie, she just looked at me and was like, Daddy, Daddy. And started smacking me. So
Where is your daughter? Where is she?
I don't know. She's around here somewhere.
Oh.
We're on a daddy-daughter trip right now, so I don't want to embarrass her.
It is such a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
you.
Chad Michael
Dads are so
Murray.
embarrassing.
Appreciate you. And Disney's Freakier Friday is streaming exclusively starting November 12th on Disney+. Thanks again. Coming up here, we go behind the scenes of a new Nat Geo documentary with Pulitzer Prize-winning photographer Lynsey Addario. Stick around.
And we are back now with Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist Lynsey Addario and the new documentary Love and War about her life and career covering conflict and human rights issues. Welcome. We are so happy to have you.
Thank you so
Like
much.
Rhiannon was saying, we've seen some of the images. They are stunning. But when you go around and you're at a cocktail party, how do you explain to people what it is that a conflict photographer does?
Yeah, I think when people meet me, they expect me to be wearing a helmet and cargo pants. And, for me, I explain that when a war is sort of about to happen, or we anticipate one happening, the hardest part is actually getting in and getting on the ground. So access is usually an issue. When I get on the ground, I have to figure out how to tell the story of the war in photographs, essentially. And so if there are thousands of people fleeing, I'm covering refugees. If there are missile strikes, I'm covering the aftermath of missile strikes, civilian casualties. So essentially, I go where most people are running away from.
Yeah, and you've been to 12 war zones at this point?
More or less,
and
yeah.
you've really changed the way the world views conflict. And you've won awards. I mean, like I said, like Ginger said, your images are stunning. What made now the right time to do a documentary?
Yeah, I think we're in a time where journalism is really under attack. I think truth itself is under attack. I think people are really confused about what it is journalists do. And I think for me, who's been covering conflict for 25 years, you know, I really believe in the fundamental necessity of journalism and being on the ground to bear witness. And particularly when it's American foreign policy that is implementing policies or having an effect either in the US or overseas. It's important. It is sort of the one thing AI can't replace is like human to human contact, where I go in, I talk to people, I get their opinion, I go in with an open mind, I photograph and I document.
And this can be incredibly dangerous work. In fact, you were kidnapped with a colleague in Iraq during the war. And we actually have a clip right now where you're talking about that on the show. Let's take a look.
I jumped out of the car after Jeffrey and grabbed his arm and said, "This man's my husband. He's my husband," like this, you know. Immediately, "Where are you from? What are you doing here?" And of course, the last thing you want to be in Iraq at that point was an American. So I took my 2 passports and managed to slip them in my underwear under my abaya. We're journalists. I'm Italian, he's Greek.
Wow. And it worked. They let you go.
It worked.
But do you go in with a plan always? But you can't plan for everything. So do you just have like a myriad of possibilities that you plan for?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we do as war correspondents is we always have contingency plans. We're always thinking of like the worst case scenario. And in that case, that was Iraq in 2004. We were heading toward Fallujah, which was a Sunni stronghold, and we were preparing for the possibility of a kidnap. So we had alibis like I'm Italian, Jeffrey's Greek. For me, my family is Italian, so it's not really a stretch. But we're always planning for those things. Like in Libya, we were held for a week, and you know, it really matters how you respond. Every single second counts, whether it determines whether you live or die.
Absolutely. You're obviously used to being behind the scene, behind the camera, behind the lens. Did you have any reservations going in front of the lens for this documentary?
You know, I think, look, I do this for a living. I go in and I ask people to open up their most intimate moments and often their home lives. And I think once I agreed to do the documentary with Chai Vasarhelyi and Jimmy Chin, I really decided I would be open and transparent and vulnerable as a mother, as a wife, as a war correspondent, and really show what it's like, because I think people need to see that it's messy, it's difficult, it is not easy to make the sacrifices any journalist makes.
What do you hope people take away from this? You just mentioned you're a mother. What do you hope your sons take from this?
I hope they understand, first of all, why I'm never home. You know, I think that's the hardest thing. And I hope they understand the importance of having a calling, having a passion, a dedication, that I'm trying to do this to make the world a better place, to essentially educate people and to give people sort of perspective in the world.
What you're doing is so important.
Yes, we are really grateful for you. Thank you for being here, Lynsey. Love and War airs on National Geographic on Thursdays and streams on Disney Plus Friday. Coming up, best-selling author Hayley Kiyoko is here telling us all about her new novel.
Welcome back. We are joined by actress, singer, and #1 New York Times bestselling author Hayley Kiyoko, who is releasing her second novel now, and it's called Where There's Room for Us. Welcome, Hayley.
Thank you so much for having me.
We are
It's so great
so
to
happy
see you.
You're here.
Thank
Okay, let's
you.
talk about your new book. We love the cover and the pink around
Thank you so
the
much.
binding. It's so cool. It's a Victorian-era romance, but it has a twist. So tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's a love story inspired by my meet cute with my fiance, but I've always loved Victorian pieces like Pride and Prejudice and Little Women, and so I was like, okay, what would it look like if my love story existed in the 1800s?
Wow. Well, you were
that's where the idea was born.
I love that.
And these characters really hit close to home for you because you were talking about your fiance, Becca.
Yeah. Well, so she was trying to hook me up with her younger sister when we first met.
Stop.
Yes. And so, long story short, we went to get drinks and everyone bailed, and so she felt bad and went instead, and now we've been together for 7.5 years.
Wow.
So that's kind of like, I took our meet cute and put it in the Victorian era. And it's interesting because this book obviously ignites hope for my community, but this book is for everyone in the sense of, we're all born with expectations of who people expect us to love and be with. Yeah. And life is full of surprises, and sometimes the surprises are even better than what we expected. So.
Oh, I love that. I saw the reel on your Instagram.
Oh,
it was so touching. Yes. So it's been 2 years since you were here with Girls Like Girls, but now why put pen to paper again? Like, well, obviously you wanted to share the meet cute, but it's a big effort putting through and getting another book down.
I love storytelling. It's one of my greatest joys, and Girls Like Girls for me really captured my adolescence and cultivating self-love and self-worth. And so this book is obviously catching readers up with my personal life now, finding love outside of my own and navigating, what does a happy ending look like? And it might not be as traditional as you may think. Sometimes happy endings are choosing one another and choosing to navigate life together.
And you've said this is an act of joy for your fans, this book. Why is that?
I think it can be really dark, especially for the LGBTQIA+ community right now. And so just having queer joy and escapism is so life-saving and life-changing. And for me growing up, I really needed that representation. And so my mission and purpose in life is to create space, which kind of ties into the title of the book, Where There's Room for Us, is not only taking up that space, but thriving in that space.
Oh, I love that. See, you're just such a writer in real time.
Yeah, right.
It's all just happening in your head.
Right now.
It's beautiful.
Right now.
Speaking of all that joy, Girls Like Girls, you're turning it into a movie.
Yes.
Any updates?
Well, I directed the film. It exists. It took 10...
Don't you have enough going on?
You know what? A girl loves to dream. I think the Girls Like Girls is just a testament to never giving up on your dreams. It took me 10 years to get this film greenlit and made. And I got to direct it, and it exists, and it's coming out sometime 2026. So hopefully I'll see you in the theaters. And I'm just so honored to be able to continue to tell this story in different mediums, writing the music, writing the book, and then being able to direct the film.
What was it like for you to see this taking shape?
It was the coolest thing. It's like you're seeing your dream come to life, and like what you've always imagined what the characters look like, and then you find the character and you're like, oh my gosh, the actress, you are her, and so it was just such a beautiful, once in a lifetime opportunity and experience. And I think what I've learned is I love storytelling, and my goal is to continue to fill up that space.
Have you loved that experience enough that, you said you choose love every day, that's a choice, but do you choose to maybe do more film? Maybe with this?
I mean, I hope so. Hopefully people can read Where There's Room for Us, and maybe it can be a TV show or a film, and creating space in that industry as well. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Wow. You have a lot going. Are you planning a wedding as well?
Not yet. Okay. Not yet. We're recently engaged, but I have the book, I have the movie, and then and then we'll get to have us time.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, Where There's Room for Us is on bookshelves nationwide right now. You can get your copy. We will be right back. That was a fun show.
It was. It was great. And if you want more news, you can check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.